Coming up on Sports Rise, the Villanova Wildcats look to dance all over the top-seeded Tar Heels to become elite.
I'm very proud of these guys, all of our guys. It just, just hurts at this time.
D-Lineham has every angle covered from Syracuse. It wasn't Nova and Georgetown of 1985, but it sure felt like it. Nova walked onto the court in Syracuse for a Sweet 16 matchup with #1 North Carolina. Much like 85, Nova was a double-digit underdog, and much like 85, most believe the Cats would need a perfect game to win this one. Randy Foye and the Cats starting red hot. The triple. Cats never trail in the first half. Second half, back comes UNC, Raymond Felton. This ties it up at 42. Later in the second, Nova down by 3. Kyle Lowry, on his birthday, finishes plus the foul. The game is tied again at 50, but Carolina answers. An 11-0 run keyed by Rashad McCants. Jay Wright's team responds. Under 2 minutes to play, Mike Nardi. Long range, it's a 5-point game. Now it's a 3-point game, 11 seconds left. Inbounding to Allen Ray, drives, hits, and the foul. But no, he's called for traveling. Ray can't believe it. Look again, close call. After the foul shot, this could have tied the game. After a Carolina 3, it's a 4-point game, and the ticks come off the clock, and that's a magical 3 from Lowry. Inbounds pass, Ray nearly steals it, but it goes out of bounds. Finally, with a couple seconds left, the long inbounds winds up in Lowry's hands, but the desperation heave is off the mark. That's after the buzzer anyway. Villanova loses a heartbreaker by 1, 67-66. The Cats turned the ball over just 8 times. That is one reason why this game was so close. Randy Foye scored 28, one shy of his season high. As a team, Nova shot just 12 of 20 from the foul line. That hurts big in a 1-point loss. The Cats were not perfect, but they were good enough to almost win this game. Instead, their season ends at 24-8. Here is D-Lineham with the Cats in Syracuse.
Villanova sent a message Friday night. We can play with the best, and we will be back. They will return their entire 8-man rotation. It wasn't the desired outcome. It was entertaining. Unfortunately, the most talked about play will be the traveling call on Allen Ray with 9 seconds remaining.
I personally thought I got fouled. You know, I thought it was going to be an and one, but yeah, I looked back at the ref and he said I was traveling, so what can you do?
We shouldn't have been in that position. We should have just went out there and not put it in the ref hands and just did what we had to do to win the ball game. But from my view, it wasn't a travel because it seemed like the ref kind of hesitated at first. It seemed like he was going to call the foul, then he went to call travel.
We can't look at the call, it's part of sports, and especially they're college kids. We have to learn from, we have to learn how to handle it, and then I told them I was really proud of them.
True to their word, Villanova was not intimidated. True to form, their defense was stifling, holding the high-scoring Heels to just 29 first-half points.
That's our mentality, never quit. We're not out there to be pretty boys. We're out there to go play hard and together and give our bodies and our heart and souls to each other for 40 minutes on that basketball floor. So that's what it is.
In the second 20 minutes, it wasn't Carolina's talent that got the better of Nova. The depth of that talent might have. It built an 11-point lead, 10 of which Nova was able to erase.
I think North Carolina is the best team in the country, and I think they're going to win it all. But the biggest thing is just that I think we showed the country and the nation and everyone that was in this arena tonight that we never give up, and we're a tough team, and no matter what it takes, we'll do it to win the game.
We played tremendous, unmatched hard by any other team, and we play at a high intensity level, hard and together from the beginning to the end for 40 minutes, and it doesn't matter how many players on another team or what the team throws at us, because our response is going to be the same at the same high intensity level.
We had a great season this year. We played awesome. Everyone on the team, everyone gave it their all. So, you can't really be down on that. You got to keep your head high and get ready for next year.
Villanova certainly played as a team, but a star was born in this NCAA tournament. Kyle Lowry showed the nation he is fearless and can change a game. On his 19th birthday, he scored 18 points and grabbed 7 rebounds. Villanova hopes to look forward to 3 more years with Lowry. In Syracuse, New York, D-Lineham, Comcast Sportsnet.
Thank you, Dee. Last night's game was the biggest event to hit Villanova in 20 years, and Nova students acted accordingly. Students were out in large numbers all across the main line cheering on their Cats. We found a bunch of unhappy fans at game's end at the Wild Onion Bar and Restaurant.
This one is over.
No cheers, just boos as the final seconds ticked away. Villanova put together a gallant effort, but in the end, the 1-point loss, it hurt the Cats faithful, and it was an ending that didn't sit well with those in attendance, but the fans are already excited about next year.
A little disappointed. I feel as if the refs took it away from us. The walk call was a little bad, but you know, what are you going to do? We went out, we gave it our best. You know, it's a tough season.
How about the season? It was a pretty good season. We've been trying to rebuild for a while now since Lapis left, and I'm pretty happy with Jay Wright and how he's rebuilt the program. So definitely happy about what's here now and what's here to come.
Villanova gave the Delaware Valley a season to remember. Later in the show, we'll have more from tonight's tough loss as we hear more from the guys in the Sweet 16. Once again, updating our top story, the Villanova Wildcats fall short in their efforts to reach the Elite Eight after suffering a real tough 1-point loss, 67-66 to North Carolina. Alan Ray explained the Wildcats' last-ditch effort in the final seconds of the game.
You almost got that inbounds pass with 2 seconds to go. Would you talk about that play?
I was reading Sean May's eyes while he was taking the ball out, and it was almost down to like 4 seconds on the 5 count, and he lobbed up a pass in the air, and I kind of anticipated, but I didn't really get my hands on it, and it went out of bounds. But I pretty much anticipated that pass, but I didn't get a good grip on the ball.